Okay, so in this video, we are going to talk about this moment here, which was a bucket list experience for me.
You are here because the outside world rejects you.
Let's do it.
So this is my visit to the Georgia Aquarium. When I first found out that they had whale sharks on exhibit, I knew I had to come see this place in person. So this is the central hub leading off to the different exhibits. And of course, we are on our way to go see the whale shark exhibit, which we had to pass through this tunnel. And I'll show some good video here in a minute. These are just going to be the still photos that I captured of, just walking through the tunnel. Okay, so as you go through this tunnel, this is inside the exhibit for the whale shark. This is the backside of the viewing panel, which I don't know if we really can see, but you cannot see to the other side of this. This is how massive this enclosure is. And there goes a shadow of the whale shark going over top, coming this way. And then these are manta rays, which were absolutely huge. There's 3 of them. I don't remember exactly how big they were, but they were much larger than what I had anticipated. Of course, there's tons of other fish in here. I don't know what everything is. We got some sharks, some more rays, and the way the sunlight just shined in from the top just made these videos just so cool. It was such an experience. I encourage anybody, if you can make it to the Georgia Aquarium, it is worth the drive. It's worth spending a full day there. And I did it by myself, and I just really took my time and really just absorbed everything around me and just really enjoyed this incredible exhibit. I mean, there's nothing more I can say. It's simply incredible. You don't even understand until you have a big old whale shark swimming overhead in this beautiful scene. This is another one of those moments that I captured that every time I look at it, I'm lost for words at how spectacular that looks. I mean, it almost feels like you're diving into the ocean. Okay, once you go through the tunnel, now you're back into this room and just look at that view. It is just spectacular. And of course, what we all came to see, or I came to see, was this huge Magenta whale shark. And this animal is not even full grown. They do get much, much larger than this. I don't remember how big they said this animal was, and I'd hate to misquote it, but it's quite large. The exhibit is set up to house 6 fully grown whale sharks at its maximum capacity, which they currently only have 2, and neither one of them are full grown. The exhibit is so large that there are times where you can't even see those whale sharks because they swim around to the backside or through the middle or whatever, but the exhibit is so big that you actually don't see the animals. Like, they literally disappear for a short bit, and you have to wait for them to swim back by around this front viewing panel or be in the tunnel when they swim over it. Now, I captured a few minutes of this exhibit, the whale sharks and the rays and all the fish that are swimming by, but to be completely honest, once I got that footage, the footage I was looking to get just to savor the memory, I literally probably sat in this room for a good hour and a half, just sitting and just simply watching this. is so spectacular, just to sit and watch, because there's always something going on. The animals are just, again, it's I'm lost for words to fully describe this, because it is that spectacular. So after the whale shark exhibit, I went and visited this exhibit, which was basically these handful of sharks. And I found this exhibit really, really interesting. Now there was a bait ball of fish, smaller fish, in the exhibit, and the sharks did shark things, and they just swam around it. The lady talking about this, giving the presentation, she said that the sharks don't actually eat these fish because they're well fed, but I'm certain that they probably have a time or two. But for the most part, the sharks just swim around, and these fish exhibited the behavior that they would do in the wild, which is swim in these giant bait balls, which confuses predators. The safety in numbers thing. But I just again, this one was another one of those that I just thought was like really mesmerizing, and just really taken back by it, and just by its beauty, and just really enjoyed the exhibit. Did go and take a look at some of the dolphins that they had on exhibit. I guess it was a dolphin show from what I've seen, but I didn't actually go see the show. I just came to the viewing area to where I could see them, and just kind of take a look at them. So dolphins are always pretty fun to watch. Freshwater Aquarium type setup, which we got to see this nice snapping turtle. It was quite the crowd pleaser. I was happy to see this guy, which it was pretty cool. I sat there watching for a bit, even after I got done taking some photos and videos, and just because normally I don't see snapping turtles doing a whole lot. So that was pretty fun. And then they had some alligators on exhibit, several of those large ones, and then some normals. I don't know what happened to the video of the alligators. The file corrupted, but then there was this snake, a fire eel, or snake. This fish, which is a fire eel, which was pretty cool. And then we've got all these. There's some archer fish in here. I'm not real good on fish. I do enjoy fish, but I don't know them as well as I do reptiles. But I do know that these are archer fish, and these guys are pretty cool. Eventually, I would like to set up a fish tank, and these things, bichires, are something that I would be interested in, because again, they're very snake-like in their appearance. And I think these are an older fish. I don't really know, but I think these are an older species of fish. Just some still shots. That was an interesting angle, with some rainbow fish, some bozemannies, some I don't know all. Of course, that's an archerfish there. And if you don't know what archerfish are, they're the ones that spit water out and knock bugs down into the water, so that way they can eat. But anyway, so that was my trip to the Georgia Aquarium. Of course, there was way more to see than what I showed you in the video. This was just some of the moments that I captured, that I wanted to share with you guys, and hopefully inspire you to want to go check this place out and have those experiences for yourself. There was a lot of times where I just simply sat in front of the exhibit and just, basically lost myself into just enjoying it and feeling like if I was actually there in the environment, and this wasn't, an artificial setup in captivity. But yeah, just a really great place to go and visit. And again, if you're close enough ever to stop and check this place out, it is 100% worth your time to do so. And so I thank you for watching, and and until next time.